Welcome. Welcome you to this beautiful, cozy home retreat. My name is Julia and I'll be guiding you through a very gentle, nourishing, grounding yoga practice. So make sure you have everything you need, either a sheepskin or a yoga mat, some props, some pillows, anything that will help you to land with ease into the practice. So as you're getting settled into the space, take a moment to just find your seat, cross-legged in hero pose, or any position that helps you to keep the spine straight and aligned. Then taking a deep inhale, lifting the shoulders up to the ears, and exhaling, melting them down the back body. Collarbones are wide and chest is open, and then with a bit of humbleness and humility, drawing the chin under to open the crown of your head, finding that alignment from the crown and down to the tailbone. Softening your face, your lips, your jaw. Allowing that softness to sink all the way down into your root, all the way down into your root. So maybe taking a deep inhale here, all the way down into the pelvis, into your root. And then exhaling down and out into the earth. A few more rounds here, inhaling all the way down into your belly. And exhaling down and out. And with every exhalation, noticing that you're sinking, landing deeper into this body, onto your mat, onto your pillow. And as you're sitting here, maybe just gently lifting the corners of your lips, finding that humble smile. Thanking yourself for having taken the time to just be with yourself today. Tapping into stillness, nourishment, reflection. To just simply move with whatever's alive here, right now. And then take a moment to just bring your hands in prayer in front of your heart space. Maybe you already had your cup of cacao, or you're just having it in front of you. So maybe even taking in that smell, or reminding you of that smell. Reminding you of your intention. Allowing that intention to anchor even deeper into this day. And then let us also seal this intention with one Om from the heart. So whether you are exhaling completely, inhaling for Om. And then gently bowing your head forward, surrendering to the heart, that beautiful, beautiful heart of yours. And then releasing the hands down, keeping a soft gaze in front of your mat. And as you're focusing on really nourishing and grounding, always trying to find your drishti, your gazing point, towards the earth. Shoulders are back and down, resting your hands on your thighs. And then as you inhale, you roll the shoulders up and exhale back and down. Inhale up and exhale back and down. Inhale up and exhale back and down. Continue for a few more rounds on your own breath and your own pace. Connecting breath and movement. Face is soft, jaws relaxed. Maybe you want to release any sound, any sigh, anything that comes from deep within. Freeing stagnation, allowing energy to move. And then finding that stillness again, and resting the hands onto your shoulders, so making the rotation a little bit bigger. So this is really about opening the heart. Keep looking towards the floor. Inhaling and exhale. Circling on your own breath and your own pace. And maybe imagining how you're moving through water or mud. So, and those elements having exactly the right temperature for you. So if we work with earth and water, then the space around us becomes a little bit more resistant. So really trying to not just have your arms floating in the ethers and space and air, but really moving with presence and awareness. Last round here. Beautiful. Releasing the hands down. And then inhaling, reaching your arms up. And exhale, left hand onto your right knee, right hand behind you, gazing over your right shoulder. With every inhalation, finding that length. And exhale, twisting deeper. A few more rounds here. Faces soft, jaws relaxed. Finding that depth that feels just right for you. One more deep inhale here. And exhaling, inhaling, now reaching the right arm up. And exhale, crossing that right arm over your left, hugging your elbows. And maybe you can bring the palms to touch. If this is too much, rest the hands on your shoulders. From here, as you inhale, you reach up. And exhaling back down. 2 more rounds here. Inhaling up. And exhaling back down. Last round. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. Staying down for a moment. Whether your elbows are touching the floor or not, keep moving your elbows down as you lift the shoulders up to the heavens. So finding that expansion into the back of your heart, in between the shoulder blades. Faces soft, jaws relaxed. Keep breathing here. One more deep inhale here. And exhaling, inhaling, coming up again. Exhale here, inhaling, spreading your wings, opening, welcoming life. And exhale, resting your hands on your thighs again. Take a moment to just witness, to observe, to feel your body, the space in between the shoulder blades, the space around your heart. Inhaling, reaching your arms up. And exhale, right hand onto your left knee, left hand behind you, gazing over your left shoulder. Face is soft again, jaws relaxed. Finding that gentle twist that feels just nourishing for you. No pushing. Just really seeing the season as an invitation to see where you can nourish yourself more, where you can ground more. With your next inhalation, reaching that left arm up. And exhale, left hand onto your right knee. Crossing your elbows again here. As you inhale, you reach up, eagle arms or hands on your shoulders. Exhaling back down. 2 more. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhaling. And exhaling, staying down, holding it, elbows towards the floor as you extend the shoulders up towards the heavens. For 3, for 2, 1, beautiful. Inhaling, coming up. Exhale here, inhaling, open your arms. And exhale back down. Take a moment to feel again. Feeling what it means to be you right now. Feeling that opening around the heart, maybe as the heart starts to open, coming back to your intention. Allowing that one to anchor even deeper. Beautiful. From here we're going to move into creating space around the hips, so keeping your hands on your thighs. And going into Shufi grinds. So from here you can choose which direction you want to start with. We're going to go into the other one as well in a moment. So just rotating, bring the shoulders forward and back. And see how deep you want to go. So really allowing the body to open in your own time, on your own pace. So not pushing, just honoring where you're at right now. Keep breathing here. Keep looking towards the floor, bringing in groundedness, stability, no pushing, just honoring your body. Changing directions. Face is soft, jaws relaxed. Keep breathing here. Last round. And then finding your way back to your center. Feeling the awakening of your spine. Feeling your root. And from here, slowly releasing the pulse. If you're sitting cross-legged, then releasing the cross-legged position. Placing your feet hip width. And we're going to go into windshield wipers. So going a little bit deeper into opening the hips. So dropping the knees to the side. Coming through to the center. Dropping them to the other side. Again, you're on your own breath and your own pace. And then once you drop them to the left, keeping them here. So keeping the knees here and then straightening the right leg. There you go. Bring the right hand towards your right foot. Left palm touching the right. And then stroking your arm very gently with your left hand. And then your chest, your heart, extending the left arm up. Keep looking towards the floor as you inhale. And exhale back down. 2 more. Inhaling. And exhaling. Last one. Inhaling, staying up, holding it, holding it, holding it. Activating your muscles, so really bring that strength, that stability, not just floating your arms up in the skies, in the ethers, in the air. One more deep inhale here. And exhale. From here, the left hand pulls back and you're coming into an upward position. Yes. Right hand towards your left thigh. And then see if you can bring the left arm up and over. Keep looking towards the floor. Maybe you want to go a bit deeper, even reaching for your foot, but just really see what space, capacity you have today. So really feeling that side stretch into the left kidney, your hip, your thigh. Taking one more deep inhale here. Exhaling, beautiful. Then bring the left hand down, reaching the right arm forward, right hand next to your right calf. And maybe staying here as you inhale, as you exhale, walking the hands a little bit more forward, coming a little bit deeper down. 2 more rounds of deep in and exhale here. Maybe each time finding a little bit more depth. And then once you finish your second round, just staying here for a moment. Finding your forward fold and that depth that feels just right for you. Where you can still breathe, where there's no contraction. Just this feeling of allowing yourself to drop even deeper, and that can feel very big sometimes, though maybe externally one won't notice how you're sinking deeper into the pose, but just really allowing the nervous system here to relax, to open, to soften, to allow. Taking one more deep inhale here. And exhale. Inhaling, slowly coming up again. Up, taking your time to rise, resting your hands in your thighs or in your lap. Take a moment to just feel, to witness, to observe. How does that left side feel different from the right? Beautiful. Then straightening that left leg again. Bring the right knee up and finding your windshield wipers again before we move into the other side. So you might notice right and left already feel slightly different. And then once you drop the knees to the right, keeping them there, and then bring the left leg forward. Beautiful. So I'm going to turn a little bit. Left hand towards your left foot, right palm to touch. And as you inhale, stroking your left arm again, stroking your chest, extending the right arm up. Keep looking down and exhale back down. 2 more. Inhaling and exhale. Last one. Inhaling, coming up, holding it, spreading your wings. For 3, for 2, 1. And then with presence, awareness, stability, and strength, you bring the right arm a little bit more back and you find that center sitting upright. Beautiful. Then the left hand goes towards your right hip, and as you inhale, you bring the right arm up and over. See how deep, how far you want to go, finding that space where you can still breathe, where you're not pushing too far. Feeling that opening into the right side of your body. Deep breath here. One more deep inhale. And exhale. And releasing the right hand on the outside of your right calf. Left hand on the outside of your left calf. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, folding forward. 2 more rounds. Inhaling, creating more space. Exhale to deepen. Last round. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to deepen. And finding your deepest expression as you're finding softness, ease, trust, into surrendering. As you surrender into the deeper layers of your being. No you have to be, no one you have to be. Just simply being with what is and being with who you are right now on this beautiful day. One more deep inhale here. And exhaling slowly as you inhale, coming up again, taking your time, not rushing things. Resting your hands on your lap. Closing your eyes for a moment, just witnessing that space. That space of being in between transitions, but can we also honor the spaces of the in-between? Can we be with where we're at right now? Beautiful. And then finding your all-fours position. Hands are underneath your shoulder blades, knees are hip-width apart. So going into cat-cow to open and awaken the spine a little bit more. As you inhale, dropping the belly, looking up, and exhaling down, navel in, shooting the tailbone down. Inhaling to open, and exhaling. A few more rounds on your own breath, in your own pace. Awakening the spine, gentle movements. A day of slowing down, going inwards, nourishing. Last round here. And then finding a neutral position again. And from here, sinking the sitting bones towards your heels, extending the arms forward and finding your child's pose. And a child's pose is always a beautiful posture where we are invited to bow towards the earth, to bow towards ourselves. So See if there's anything you want to offer, you want to surrender, you want to give back to the earth, honoring your journey and also honoring that what you're giving back, seeing that this no longer serves. Maybe also finding a way of thanking that part for all the wisdom, for the insights, for all the initiations it has brought you so far. Taking here 3 more rounds of deep in and exhale. And then slowly, slowly again as you inhale, coming up. Resting your hands on your thighs, shoulders are back and down, and take a moment to find your breath again. Noticing how this body feels. And then from here coming onto all fours. And we're going to go a little bit deeper into the hips. So maybe sleeping swan is accessible for you. Then for that you want to bring the right knee behind your right wrist. Extend the left leg back. Maybe sinking all the way down here. If you feel like this is already your edge, then you can stay up. If you want to go a little bit deeper, walking the hands forward. If you feel you can go even deeper, then maybe coming all the way down or placing a pillow underneath. Something you can rest on, you can lean on. Especially in this season, you really want to make sure that you feel supported. So maybe you want to have a pillow, you can hug into your chest or towards your belly, so your nervous system feels held, feels carried. Yeah, so that always is a very beautiful way. That's why in yin yoga we also work with a lot of props, not only to give the mind the feeling that we need props, otherwise because our body is too stiff, but it's also for the nervous system to feel like, oh, we can exhale, we can drop, we can lean, we don't need to carry everything on our own. So it's a very beautiful way of allowing yourself to receive that support. So seeing where it is where you don't feel fully supported yet, where you can allow yourself to be held a little bit more, so you can really soften, let go, and trust even deeper. Yeah, because when the nervous system doesn't feel safe, it's hard for us to trust. So really finding that way to allow yourself to feel held. And as you're in this forward folds always bring this beautiful inward journey, more introversion. Maybe contemplating on where you're at right now as you're transitioning into the colder months of the year, from extroversion into introversion. What are the fruits you're harvesting? And what are the fruits you no longer want to eat? What do you want to let go of? And we stay for about 1 more minute. 1 more minute to go here. Keep breathing. As you take here 3 more rounds of deep in and exhale. Inhalation very slowly again, taking the time, not rushing things. This is your day today. We don't need to do anything but nourishing yourself, slowing down, grounding, and coming up again and sliding that right leg back and coming to lie down onto your belly for a moment. Lying on your belly. Maybe resting on one side of your ear. How does the right leg feel different from the left? Can you receive that gentle massage of the abdominal wall as your belly is compressing into the mat when you're breathing in and out? And then slowly finding your all fours again. Preparing for our sleeping swan on the other side. So bring that left knee behind the left wrist. And then sliding that right leg back. Yeah. Inhaling here, noticing the difference between right and left. Maybe this is your edge, and as you exhale, folding forward again. See how deep you want to go here. How far you want to surrender. And also, like examining if I say how far you want to surrender, who wants to surrender? Is the mind wanting to push you deeper? Or how does the nervous system feel? So maybe rather than approaching the pose from the mind, really coming from continuously checking in with, do I feel safe? Can I still breathe? Can I still trust my breath here? Trusting that your breath will be your mirror, your anchor. Really learning to trust your breath who's been breathing you your entire life. 3 more deep in and exhales here. And then very slowly as you inhale, slowly pushing up, up, up. And then sliding that left leg back, and this time coming to lie down onto your back. Face is soft, jaws relaxed. Take a moment to feel your body again. Feeling what it means to be you. Maybe resting your right hand on your belly, the left one on your heart. And then from here we bend our knees, preparing for our spinal twist. And then allowing the knees to fall over to the left side. So what always helps is when the knees go to the left to bring your hips a little bit more to the right so the knees can come over to the left. So really going a bit deeper into the twist, arms alongside the body, maybe resting one hand on your thigh. If your knees are not touching, then you can also place something in between. And then really finding your twist here. Face is soft and jaws relaxed. Staying here for about 1 more minute. If Turning the head towards the right is too intense. You can also keep the head in the center. So always honoring your body. Taking 3 more rounds of deep in and exhale. And then as you inhale, bring the head back to the center, drawing the knees back to the middle. And then wiggling the hips towards the left corner of your mat, and then allowing the knees to fall over to the right side. Gazing over your left shoulder, keeping the head in the center, whatever feels comfortable for you. Breathing here again, maybe placing something between your knees. Holding your intention. Softening your eyebrows, your cheeks, your lips, your jaw. For 3 more rounds of deep in and exhale here. And then as you inhale, bring the head back to the center, knees back to the middle, into your chest. Giving yourself a little squeeze for your 2 knees into your chest. Taking a deep inhale. And as you exhale, surrendering into Savasana, where the feet are met with, the arms alongside the body, and the palms are facing upwards. So take a moment to really land on your mat, allowing the shoulders to soften, the shoulder blades sinking all the way down into your mat, the back of your ribs, your sitting bones, the back of your thighs, the back of your knees, the back of your calves, your heels, your arms, your head, melting, 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 melting all the way into the ground that is holding you right now, all the way into the ground. Taking the time to stay here for as long as you want to, as long as you need, as long as what feels nourishing for you, before you go along with the rest of your home retreat. Thank you so much for joining, thanking yourself for taking the time out of your day to just show up for yourself.